Can you do the new how chud and woke are you quiz? How chud and how woke are you quiz. All right. Welcome to the Chud Woke Values Test, a tongue-in-cheek exploration of where you fall on the cultural spectrum between unapologetically reactionary chud and deeply progressive woke. This quiz isn't about right or wrong. It's a provocative way to reflect on your views about politics, identity, and media and society. Answer honestly, have fun, and don't take it too seriously. Okay, pretty simple. Is there any questions? It'll be very fast. I'll speed run it. Listen, health advice and masking recommendations. I agree, but I don't all the way agree because I didn't get vaccinated. Parents should have absolute power over their children as they are older and more experienced. I'm very neutral about this. I'm just going to go next because, like, obviously there's some instances where I would say yes, some I would say no. I strongly support Pride Month. I would say I disagree. I don't hate it, but I disagree. It's immoral for a country to invade and claim land and other resources. I totally disagree with that. Presence of another culture is no threat to my own. I completely disagree with that. It depends. Telling somebody to kill themselves crosses a line. I totally disagree with that. Races are a scientific reality. This is a biological fact. Oops, just a second. Let me go back. Sorry. Races are scientific. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're scientific. That's literally how they're defined. I've compared real life events to mainstream entertainment. Yeah, I've done that before. Women only. I'm not a woman. Not a woman. Okay, next. It's acceptable to make fun of generalized groups. Completely agree. I respect people's neo-pronouns and exogenders. I generally agree, but not for any... Like, I will if it's not fake genders. Like, for example, like, I'll respect, like, for example, neo-pronouns. That's neo. Okay, so then I strongly disagree. Yeah, because those aren't real. Okay, never mind. People judge me as judgmental and... Oh, I can't pick both? Why? I can only pick... Am I more judgmental or am I more... This is really hard. This is like... yeah. Oh my god. And I can't pick both? I guess I'm going to have to go with abrasive. We should keep all sovereignty in the national level and granting powers to organizations like EU and UN. Totally agree. Online harassment or cancelization is a serious issue. I generally agree on that. It's acceptable to make fun of someone based on their appearance. I completely agree. My hair is dyed. No, it's not. Borders and nation states should be abolished. Completely disagree. Family should be abolished. Completely disagree. It's acceptable to make fun of someone based on their identity. Completely agree. Abortion should be legal in all circumstances. Completely agree. I prefer the suburbs. Men only. I have a man bun or shaved sides. None of these. Men only. How much of the domestic labor would you do in a relationship? I'd say half or more. Yeah, that's what I'd expect to do, right? I mean, I think that's what makes sense. Yeah, sure. A strong hierarchy is desirable in society. I think this is true. Animals deserve certain... Animals! To eat meat is morally wrong. Completely disagree. Women only. I'm not a woman. Countries such as US and Australia should give a portion of land, particularly important sites, agreed in treaties back to indigenous people. Completely disagree. Should have won the war. My country and people should apologize for... Nope. Completely disagree. Non-binary. I'm not non-binary. Identity groups such as race and gender are far more significant divisions than socioeconomic class. I completely disagree. Economic class matters a lot. Transgender people are the gender they say they are. No, they're not. If an entertainment media or commercials have a certain identity makeup, whether it be lack of diversity or forced diversity, it upsets me. I generally agree. I agree, not all the way, but I generally agree. And what's this here? Deportation is legitimate, even if no other crime has been overstaying a visa. Yes, obviously it's legitimate. Like, duh, of course. My romantic partner is... I'm single. Okay, there are some words or phrases people should be socially punished for using. I completely agree. Things like, I support communism, things like, everybody is equal, things like, everybody should be able to vote, things like, yeah, I mean, so I would say I generally, like, I would say I generally disagree with this. Not always, but, you know, we'll see. Will someone do it? Yeah, will someone do it? Exactly. Okay. I have attended a prestigious school. I went to a university. What is this here? I'm waiting until marriage for sex. Totally disagree. Men, I have women friends, but only online. One woman friend, multiple women friends in real life. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, really, really disappointing. Hate to Hate to ruin the illusion, but yeah, I try to be nice to women. My solution, this is one of the strategies I use, and you can use this strategy too. I've seen that it works. You should talk to women like you talk to other people. That's the way that it works. You can talk to them like people. I know. Look, guys, I know. Anyway, many of the colonized benefited from colonialism. Oh, man. I don't like the fact that I can only agree twice. I really, like, I think that I should have, like, I want to agree with this, like, 10 times. I would be over here, right? Like, yes, obviously they benefited from it. Yes, you're welcome, by the way. You're welcome for colonialism, okay? We're ready to come back whenever you want us. Or actually, maybe whenever you don't want us. It depends on who gets elected. So, yeah, I completely agree. Fundamentally, our society is sexist and patriarchal, and this is completely disagree. I was about to agree. It's the state's right to enforce unity of culture and language. I completely agree. I don't want people speaking other languages besides English in America. Women, I'm not a woman. The family is the most important unit in society. I completely agree. We should end programs that support diversity, equity. That's my big one. Can we colonize more? We should. We should. Like if I ever ran for government, that would be one of my my things. Is like, we're gonna bring back colonialism. We're gonna just find a random country somewhere and we're just gonna take it over. Just as kind of like a project. You know, like an ant farm. Just see what happens. Yes, just pick one. I don't know which one, right, at that point. Like, I have no idea. But just for fun. Yeah, maybe we can try to take over Minnesota. We can start there. And we should end programs for diversity. Okay, so obviously, yeah, I obviously agree with that. I think it's particularly offensive for people. Particularly offensive for people to say slurs. Completely disagree. With my political movement, company, or social group, we should elevate voices from minority identity groups. Completely disagree. No one is illegal on stolen land. Completely disagree. I am agnostic. I'm not non-binary. There is racial inequality in society that disadvantages certain groups, and we should address it. Completely disagree. Actually, the problem with this is that I do completely agree, or I do think this is true, but I think it's true against white people. I think that, for example, like preferential hiring practices disadvantage white people. So actually, yeah, I do think this is true, but not in the way that they're asking. So I'm going to disagree with this. Men should hold a position of power over women in society. Well, I mean, look, here's the thing, right? I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. You're asking your people. They want me to answer honestly. They're gonna ask me. They're gonna answer honestly. Like, yeah, that's yeah. Let's move on. How many gender? 2. I like anime. Does anime make you woke? I bet it does. Okay. Yep. I like anime. Okay, that's really simple. Homosexuality is against my values. Completely disagree. You want to be a gay boy? Be a gay boy. Whatever you think of him, Donald Trump should be recognized as a very funny man. That's true. I agree. I think he's funny as fuck. And gender is a social construct, not a natural state of affairs. Disagree. I read contemporary philosophers. If I see something, I generally agree, but most of them I think are stupid. I put pronouns in my bio. No. Neo-pronouns and exogenders aren't legitimate. So what are, by the way, what neo-pronouns are? Not interested. Special linguistic identity frameworks used within LGBT. So, like, let me just go ahead. Like, what's some examples? Examples of neo-pronouns include thon, thons, z, here, and fey, fear. Okay, so do I believe in this? Absolutely not. Of course not. Duh. Duh. Okay, yeah, obviously I don't. So made up or no, I don't agree that you can just make up genders. Yeah, what is this? Alien versus Predator. Okay, xenogenders aren't legitimate. Completely agree. It's good when companies publicly support progressive causes. Completely disagree. Gender should be abolished. Who the fuck? Oh my, disagree. We shouldn't expose children to gay or transgender people until they're older. I'm very neutral on this because exposing them to those people is like, that's such a broad term that I don't really think that I would agree or disagree. You'd have to be more specific about this. Like, I think that I know what they're asking, and the answer would be yes. I don't think we should do that. But, you know, based off the way the question is written, it's hard for me to say. Like, it's vague. Yeah, it's very vague. Like, for example, I think a gay person can be exposed to kids and things are fine, right? I don't think this is like a bad thing. Or a transgender person. I don't view this as like fundamentally bad. But I think that whenever you're exposing the ideology, then that's different, right? So I don't know. I'm just going to be neutral on this one, okay? I'm fine with police and government forces using violence against unarmed civilians. I'm fine with police and government forces using violence against unarmed civilians. Chud alert! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. If you're unarmed, it doesn't mean that you're non-violent. That's so vague. Well, okay, so if unarmed, so are there instances where a person is unarmed and I think that the police and government should use violence against them? Yes, and also, by the way, everybody agrees with this because the government uses violence to exact taxes. So this is actually, this is a silly question, and everybody actually agrees with this. What they're really talking about are like police doing it. So what about unlegged? It depends on what they have instead of legs, right? Monks are unarmed? Yeah, exactly. Like they could be like, you know, like 1,000 fist punch, right? You don't want to let them do that. So they're dangerous when they attack in a group? Yeah, you don't want to let them swarm you. The death penalty should exist for certain crimes. Well, it should exist for a lot of crimes, but yeah, certain is good enough. Agree? I like offending people and I intentionally say provocative things. Oh, I would never do that. I am publicly out as LGBT. I think I'm gonna disagree with this one. I think I'm gonna disagree. I've dressed up like a girl before. I've worn makeup before. I'd do it again. But doesn't make you gay. Doesn't make you gay. Literally a trap? What? Yeah, I have. It was on stream. I mean, it's not like you guys didn't know about this, right? It's not a big fucking secret. So yeah, you dropped your gay card? No, I didn't. Maybe a femboy? I don't know. I think I'm 35, okay? I can't be a femboy anymore, all right? I like, you when you're 35, you're like, you know, 10 years into twink death at that point, right? Or like, you know, 5 years, depending. And so, no, definitely not. And you aren't that gay. No, I'm not. I don't have a problem with it, but yeah, I'm not that gay. And let's move on. I support reparations for slavery and or colonialism. See, this is the kind of stuff that like I really wish that I could like write in my own answer. Yes, I support reparations for colonialism. They should pay us for improving their way of life and for making their country better. They should pay that we should be getting like a tithe tax, right? Like, you know how they had the jizya, like, back in the Ottoman Empire, right? Like, they had that. Like, I mean, like, so I actually, like, yes, I do support reparations, but not in the way you think I do, okay? Not in what the jizya... No, you didn't know this. No, this is... Look. Jizya is a poll tax on non-Muslim adult males and Christians, protected people in the Ottoman Empire. This is Islamic tradition. Who paid it? Free adult. Yeah, see, this is it. I told you, like, I didn't just make this shit up, bro. Like, I ain't make this shit up. People are mocking the name. Jizya? Okay, all right. And anyway, who fucking cares? I'm just telling you, right? I'm telling you how it is. Still a thing today? Maybe. I have no idea. And so I support reparations. No, I don't. I support doing land acknowledgements. Absolutely not. People should be treated equally regardless of race, gender, or creed. Completely agree. Okay. So am I chud or am I woke? And I told y'all this was fast. So I act chud and so basically I am. Like wow. I'm the exact same. Like, yeah, that's what I would say. And literally one up from me. Yeah, we got the same exact result. Is that it? Yeah, I mean, this is really, I feel like that's kind of fair. Number go up. You're kind of low on the axe chud. It's because I don't openly hate gay people. Like, I think that's the reason why. I don't really hate gay people or black people, right? I mean, I hate some gay people, I hate some black people, but I hate some white people. So I hate some straight people. I don't hate them because of that. I just hate them because they're fucking annoying. Yeah, I don't openly. Well, I mean, okay, well, I don't generally do that. Why would I do that? And I privately hate them? That's not what I meant. Okay, guys? I did not mean that. I did not mean that. And you act chud, the new pronouns? I don't think so. So this is my test results. Origination of the concept, get the full story. I don't want to see any of that. Chud rating test. Oh my god. Hogwarts house test. These are kind of funny. And you see Witcher 3 is getting another DLC. I did see that. Probably the abortion answer. Yeah, I think you should be able to get abortions. Yeah, sure. But I think this is funny. It is. It's a funny little test, and I'm glad that I did it. That was a good idea, whoever suggested that. I like doing tests like that. I find them funny, especially giving answers to stuff. Take one of those MBTI tests. I think I already did. Yeah, I already did that before, so I don't think I'd need to do it again.